Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about the brand new Colourpop highlighters and brushes that just launched. When I was online and looking at all the previews and the promos for these products, I thought they looked really beautiful, and I love highlighter. It's one of my favorite products to play with. So I decided to go ahead and buy the whole collection. There are 4 products. And I just received them in the mail, so I thought it would be fun to hop on camera and try them all out for you. Before we get started, if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and please go ahead and subscribe. It would mean so much to me if you did. So thank you in advance, and let's go ahead and look at all 4 products. The collection comes with a flat kabuki brush, a medium fluff brush, a pressed illuminator, and a liquid highlighter. This is what the packaging looks like. It has this gold ombre sheen to it, and I think the packaging looks really beautiful. And I got really excited when I opened the package and saw what it looked like. It felt very special. Now, I do want to give you a tip to save a bit more money. I was on the website and figuring out how I wanted to purchase the products. You could buy every single one separately. You could buy all 4 together as a bundle, or you can buy duos. And the duos are, you can get the pressed illuminator with the fluffy brush, and then you can get the kabuki brush with the liquid highlighter. And that way is actually cheaper if you do want to buy all 4 products. This was $36 if I bought these 2 together and then the other 2. Whereas if I bought all 4 products at once, it was $40. So save $4. I'm going to start with applying the liquid highlighter with the kabuki brush, which again, this is one of the duos you can buy together as a set. And the reason I'm starting with the liquid is I clearly don't have any blush on, and I've left powder off of my cheek area because typically when you're applying anything liquid, you want to put that on underneath any powders that you use. So I'm going to apply the liquid and then I'll powder, and then we'll try the pressed highlighter as well. So when I open it, it has actually a really nice applicator. There's a push button here, which allows it to come out when you press the top, which I really like. I'm going to start by applying with my fingers, just because I typically apply liquid highlighters with my fingers first, and then we'll try the kabuki brush on the other cheek. That is a stunning highlight. And obviously, liquids are better if you don't want to accentuate fine lines. As I get older, I'm getting more and more fine lines here. But this is just giving a beautiful reflection on my cheek, and it's not highlighting any of the fine lines that are around there. That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and try the flat kabuki brush and see what that looks like on the other side. So I have it on the brush. I have to say I like it applied with fingers better. The kabuki brush is just not giving me as much control over where I'm placing it. Fingers, at least for me, is giving me more punch to the highlighter, whereas on this side, it's a bit more subdued because the kabuki brush has allowed me to work it into the skin. But that is a beautiful highlight. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more highlight on my nose, then I'm going to put some blush on, powder, and then we'll try the other highlighter. So I actually just realized I had powdered my chin already. I do tend to put highlighter there. I like to bring that area forward. And normally I don't put liquid highlighters on top of powder, but this actually layered really well. So not only is this a good product to put underneath powders, but it can be layered on top, which is really nice. So I just powdered, and I'm using the Becca Hydra-Mist Set and Refresh powder, which I really like. But one thing I'm noticing, typically when I powder over liquid highlighters, it takes down the shine a lot, and it almost defeats the purpose of putting on a liquid highlighter. But this, I'm powdering over it, and the liquid highlighter is still coming through the powder, and I'm kind of amazed by that because I've never had a liquid highlighter do that before, and it just looks so natural. Okay, I'm gonna put blush on and then we'll be back. So I now have my blush on, so it's time to try the pressed illuminator. I have to say, this is huge. It reminds me of the Marc Jacobs limited edition bronzers and illuminators. I don't own any of those, but whenever I watch anybody reviewing those, I think they're about this size. Again, it makes it feel more luxe to me. So this is what the inside looks like. Again, it's definitely a gold tone. It comes with a giant mirror. I appreciate when companies put these in here so that I have a beautiful new mirror to look at. So I'm going to take the fluffy brush that they put in. This is a denser brush than I would normally use for highlighter. I tend to use a fan brush, but because this again was sold as a duo, I'm going to try the brush that they gave. That's really pretty. I think I'm going to try the brush that I normally use because right now it feels like it's not giving me as much payoff as the liquid highlighter did. And I'm not sure if that's just because it's this brush or if it's the product. This is the brush I typically use for highlighter. It's a Smashbox brush that I got as part of a travel collection, and I love it. It works so well, and I love that it's so tiny. So I'm going to try this on the other side of my face and see if it picks up any more of this product. So it's picking up the product a little bit better than with the other brush. It's still not giving me as much payoff as I'm normally used to from a pressed highlighter. And I know this brush works really well because I use it every day with a multitude of different highlighters. So that tells me that this pressed illuminator is just that. It's an illuminator. It's not actually an in-your-face kind of highlight. So if you like something that's not something you can see from heaven, then you might really like this one. For me, I think I will find myself wearing the pressed illuminator more on days where I'm not wearing as much makeup. I think I personally like a much stronger highlight than what I'm getting from this for my full glam makeup, which is kind of what I'm wearing now. So I think I will actually find myself wearing the liquid highlighter more on days where I'm wearing full glam. And this is a really beautiful highlighter if you want something that's much more subdued. I do have to say it is not accentuating my fine lines on this part of my face, which most highlighters that are more in your face and more reflective do accentuate a lot of the fine lines. So I'm really appreciating that when I'm looking really close up, I'm not seeing all of my fine lines. It just looks like really nice, healthy skin to me, which again, I think is a really nice plus for this. So I'm going to finish up the highlighter on the rest of my face and we'll talk about final thoughts. I just put a ton more highlighter on and then I used my final step in any makeup routine. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter. And I actually really like the reflection now. So I like the fact that you can build this product up. If you want a more subdued highlight, something that looks a bit more natural, you can just put one layer of this highlighter on and then you can be good and walk out the door. If you want something that's a little bit shinier and more reflective, you can build the product up and it looks really beautiful. If I have to say which of these I like better, I actually think I like the liquid highlighter more, which is something I did not think I was going to say because I don't use liquid highlighter all that much on my face. I tend to stick with powder highlighters on my face just because I always apply them after I apply all my liquid products and I put powder on. And I have not yet found a liquid highlighter that comes through all of the powder products that I put on top. But this one does. It was giving me a beautiful sheen even after I powdered, and that is a huge win for me. I also really like the tone, and I also like that, again, it just looked like beautiful skin. It looked like that lit from within glow, which that's what I want to look like. I don't know about you, but I want to look like that. So I think I'll find myself wearing this a lot. For this one, like I said, you can build it up, which is really nice. I do love this giant mirror. That's a big plus for me. And then I like the tone of this, and I like that you can wear it really in your face and glowy, or you can just put one coat on wherever you want, and it's much more subdued and just very natural. And that's the collection. I hope you liked this video, and I hope it was helpful to see how the products performed, what they looked like, and hopefully help you determine if you want to purchase these or not. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and please go ahead and subscribe. I have so many videos planned that I'm so excited about. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.